Hi, I'm Rie. I'm a tasty producer. Today I've been challenged to take a common food and make it fancy. Let's see what we are making fancy today. Drum roll. Instant stuffing. As the new match says, I've never tried this before. My expectation is probably too dry and not too flavorful, but let's try this. It almost looks like a savory bread pudding. It tastes like instant ramen noodle. This is just hot water, butter, and this stuffing mix. This is a little bit tricky, but I do have a cool idea. As always, I'm excited to make it fancy. Alright, here's what I got. Parsley, thyme, mushrooms, prosciutto, dried mushroom, dried cranberries, heavy cream, chicken stock, butter, puff pastry, onion, rosemary, sage, garlic, celery, shallot, and turkey breast. From the pantry, I got soy sauce, flour, eggs, and sparkling wine. Okay, let's get started. Make it fancy. Thanksgiving edition. So first, I'm going to melt 2 tablespoons of butter over medium heat. And while it's melting, I'm going to chop garlic. Just crush, mince the garlic. So butter is melted. Add onion. So it's a half large onion and 1 stalk of celery. Saute until it's softened. Chop rosemary very fine too.
So Ray, what was your introduction to Thanksgiving?
I think maybe when I moved to the States, I was invited to my friend's giving. Turkey looks a little creepy too. Like it has the thingy on the underneath their chin. Add a little bit salt, just a pinch so it will cook a little faster.
Are you surprised when you saw what Black Friday was?
I don't like crowded place. Like I feel like if I'm in that circumstance, I get so stressed out. So I prefer Cyber Monday. Okay, so onion and celery is softened, so I'm going to add garlic. And you want to add garlic a little bit later on the cooking process because garlic tend to burn. So make sure cook onion and celery first. Thyme is already like small leaf, so I'm going to use my fingers, pop them in, adding the rosemary I just chopped. It's about 1 tablespoon. So onion is softened and translucent, so it is ready. I'm adding 1 box of stuffing and toss them well. So this is combined. Rest in here. Warm up 1.5 cup of chicken stock, 4 tablespoons of butter. So chicken stock and butter is reached to a boil, so I'm going to pour over and start to combine. Once it is kind of soak up all the chicken stock and butter, take off from the heat, cover the lid, and steam for about 5 minutes.
When do you think that the stovetop instant stuffing was invented?
I feel like those kind of instant thing was popular in 70s. So I would say 1973.
1972.
Oh, I was gonna say too. So if you're just using instant stuffing mix, you are just using water and butter, but I'm adding onion and celery and herbs and cranberry. So it has more texture and flavor. It looks like absorb all the moisture, so I'm going to add chopped parsley, 2 tablespoons of cranberries. It kind of gives nice tanginess. Okay, so this is looking good and it is colorful and pretty. So I'm going to let it cool. Let's move on to next step. Okay, so we have turkey breast. I always feel like turkey is giant. This is only 1 breast. Cut them in half, butterfly cut, open it up. You're gonna use plastic. I'm going to use hammer and make it thinner. Pound very thin, about 1/4 inch. Season with salt, season from high, so you are seasoning evenly. And season with pepper, spread cold stuffing evenly. You want to spread and kind of use your hand and pat it evenly. Roll. I think this dish will be perfect for smaller gathering. Tie with twine. So I tied this up and it feels secure. Oil is heating in a pan over medium-high heat, and I'm going to sear turkey golden brown, each side about 3 minutes each. Sear the side as well, and you kind of have to lift it up and sear. A nice golden brown all sides. Transfer to a sheet pan, but I need one more tongue. Okay, so I'm going to transfer. It's so heavy. Maybe I'm gonna just use the pan. Wait, me versus turkey. Okay, I'm gonna just, Okay, so it was me versus turkey. I won, and we're gonna move on to next step. So I have prosciutto. I have plastic on the table, and I'm going to layer prosciutto, a little bit overlap each other. The prosciutto is usually cut very thin, so try not to break it, but even you break it, it's okay. I love prosciutto. I was so sad when I found out I cannot eat any cured meat during pregnancy, and I layered 5 of them right underneath it. Another 5 prosciutto, just like a little bit overlap each other. Wrap turkey in a prosciutto blanket. Don't forget to cut twine. Yeah, if you forget it, you end up eating this like string. No one wants that. Wrap it up. Right now the end is a little bit loose, but don't worry about it. We will clean it up. Okay, so use this plastic like very tight. We are going to press against the surface as tight as you can and look like very plump. Tie on the end like a candy. I'm very proud of my me baby.
Is it cute?
This is not cute because it's not round. It's almost cute. So I'm going to put this in the refrigerator to chill about 15 minutes. So my me baby is chill. Sprinkle flour on the surface, and I'm going to use puff pastry. I think I will need about 5 to use water to glue together. Use your finger and dip in the water and press down with your finger. Need a little bit more flour with a rolling pin. Roll this puff pastry a little bit larger so it look like big enough to wrap everything, and wrap egg wash on the end to seal. Transfer to the baking sheet. Close the end like wrapping the gift. Use egg wash and seal the end. Put this in the fridge about 50 minutes, and we have more things to make. So I have another sheet of puff pastry, and I'm going to make decoration. I will need about 5 strips, 1/2 inch each. I'm not good at freehanding, even like hanging picture on the wall. I always put something cricket. If you don't have this tool, you don't need to use it. You can use a knife, you can use the bench scraper, you can use pizza cutter, whatever you have. I have this nice cute cookie cutter. It looks like a leaf, and also use flour so it doesn't stick to the puff pastry, and press down, and I made this cool looking leaves for decorations. So this has been chilled in the fridge. Use egg wash, brush it all over so the decoration can stick. This will give you nice shine when you bake. Starting with the long strip, kind of alternating each other so it's like a lattice. And putting down my leaves now. And I'm using egg wash to stick them to the log. Put more egg wash on the decoration. Feel like I'm a Bob Ross of the cooking. Decoration is done, and I'm going to top with flaky salt. I'm going to bake this in oven 400 Fahrenheit about 20 minutes, and then I'm going to reduce the oven to 350, bake another 1 hour. This is very heavy, about 1 cat. I have 1 cup of chicken stock. Ooh, I'm going to bring this to a boil. I'm adding 1 ounce of dried porcini mushroom. Turn off the heat, put the lid on top, and steep for 30 minutes. We have some mushrooms. I think this is shimeji mushroom, but you can just use like whatever mushroom you can find at the store. We found this mushroom medley. All the mushroom is small bite size, and I'm going to saute. I'm heating up the pan over medium heat, melting butter, 1 tablespoon. I'm sauteing 1 shallot, finely chopped, adding a little bit of salt. So once shallot is translucent, add the mushroom and saute. Add some salt to season. Give a nice toss. Add the thyme. Cook the mushroom 5 to 7 minutes until moisture is evaporated. Adding a half cup of sparkling wine and cook for 3 to 4 minutes over high heat until all the sparkling wine is evaporated. So I think sparkling wine will add a nice adult flavor, and it's both my favorite thing, mushroom and sparkling wine. Adding 1 tablespoon of flour, cook for 1 to 2 minutes. Just want to eliminate those kind of raw flour flavor. And then I strain porcini mushroom. While it's cooking, I'm going to chop this. I like porcini mushroom. I like any kind of mushroom. I've never met mushroom I don't like. Add to this. Saute about 2-3 minutes. This is a reserved mushroom soaking water. It gives nice flavor, so I'm going to add that. Half cup of heavy cream. Adding around 2 teaspoons of soy sauce to taste. Soy sauce will give some nice umami flavor to it. I'm going to bring it to a boil, simmer until thickens. If you don't want to use alcohol, it's totally fine. Just use 2 tablespoons of vinegar for degrades. This is looking good, and I'm ready to move on. It's perfectly baked, golden brown. I'm so glad those kind of details is still showing, pretty leaves and flaky salt and nice lattice. And I have some leftover herbs, so I'm going to use this for decoration. Just give nice, holiday vibes. I'm using 2 spatula and put in the middle, and we are done. Thanksgiving Turkey Wellington. Very fancy. I'm so excited to give this a try. Give some nice gravy, a little chunky. I love this spiral. Looks so pretty. It's really delicious. Cranberries and herbs improved stuffing a lot. Prosciutto gives nice saltiness to the turkey because turkey is a little bit blunt flavor. And I think I love this gravy. The puff pastry gives nice a little bit sweetness to it. Crispy on the outside and tender on the inside. Overall, I'm so happy how it turned out. Thanksgiving dinner in 1 bite. Thank you so much for watching. I highly recommend you to make at home. When you make it, please tag me on Instagram. And don't forget to dance. Make it fancy!